Independent wrestling is full of charismatic persona, incredible athleticism,
shooting star, press from pressure, cover,
and at times, complete chaos.
got attention.
Don't do it, Will. Oh my gosh!
Senton bomb through the table.
This is where the young guys, the young girls come today to pay their dues, to learn the craft, to start the journey to become the next wrestling superstar. I'm WWE Hall of Famer Booker T, and these are the Indies. Hey, this is Booker T, and guys, welcome to the Indies. And we got a very, very special guest today, guys. She represents Africa, and her name is Trish Adora.
Washington, D.C. She's the current reigning and defending Pan-African World Dance Champion. The Afro-Punk Trish Adora.
Trish, welcome to the show. How you doing, first and foremost?
I'm doing pretty good. Today's been a good day. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. It's been a hectic day, but we just getting started. And I got a whole lot of questions for you. First and foremost, my first question is, what brought you to professional wrestling?
Yeah, so when I was younger, me, my dad, and my 5 brothers, we'd all kind of gather around and watch wrestling. And, I understood what was going on, but all the characters felt like so larger than life. And it just felt like such a show. And then one day I saw Jazz and I saw Jacqueline and I saw women that looked like me, like wrestling and stuff. And I was like, what? That's so cool. And that's when I was like, all right, now I'm in.
Hey. No, that kind of explains, some of it. I've been watching a lot of clips of you lately, and you say you got 5 brothers, so you had to be pretty tough. And I watch a lot of your matches, and a lot of the matches are intergender matches. Do you enjoy doing the intergender matches more or less, or it doesn't matter?
I like a nice even split. I think it keeps me on my toes to be able to work with, just a wider range of people. So I think they both kind of keep me on my toes. I like having a nice even split.
What I saw that it really impressed me was you're an Army vet.
Yes.
That right there, that's really impressive. To actually go through something like that. I always wanted to be in the military. As I wear my GI Bro shirt right now, I always wanted to be in the military, but I didn't graduate from high school, and I never got a chance to experience that. But for you, that's really, really awesome. I got a chance to go to Iraq, and I saw young people like yourself. I was right in the middle of the war zone. They were doing such tremendous work over there. So I just want to say thank you for your service, first and foremost. As far as the wrestling thing, you've been around. You've touched a lot of places. Some of the places you touched. Talk to me about that.
Yes. So I'm just trying to create somewhat of like a journey for myself. So I've been to California working for Hood Slam. That's been a great time. I started in Florida. I trained at Team 3D with Bubba Ray and Devon. I've been able to go to Japan and wrestle under the Wrestle One dojo at Hurricane Hall, which was like really, really amazing. And going through my paces in the UK, working for Title Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Eve. Before the pandemic, I was supposed to go to Canada and really go through my paces up there, but unfortunately that kind of got switched around. But plans may be back on. So,
You know, that's what this show is about. It's about the independent world. And, you just said something. You used a word there. The journey. The journey of professional wrestling is vast. For me, I got a chance to go to the islands. I got a chance to go to Japan. I got a chance to go to Korea. Before I ever made it to WCW or the big time, what is the ultimate goal for Trish Adora?
Ooh, that's a great question. It's not very destination based. I always wanted to feel good about what I was doing and to make sure that I was casting a nice wide net and that I got to work for a lot of different places and experience a lot of different things first. And maybe to settle down somewhere later on could be the goal. But right now I want to have as much fun as I can, go to as many seminars, as many like dojos as I can, train all over the world and continue to do that. Not really destination based for me.
No, I talk to young people all the time about going out there and getting that worldly experience to where when you finally do, plant roots somewhere, when you get there, you already know what you're doing. You've already created a name for yourself. And that's what Trish Adora is doing right now. You're out there planting those seeds. Like my brother say like Hansel and Gretel, just leaving breadcrumbs, you know what I mean? All the way to the big time, you know what I mean? So I appreciate everything that you're doing. Now, the one question, what is the Pan-African World Championship?
Yes, this here is it's absolutely beautiful. Very well designed, very well made.
It is.
So it's from a home promotion of mine, a fight club out of Washington, D.C. My battle buddy, Johnny, about 10 years ago, we were talking about what we were going to do when we were getting out. He's still in. But I told him, I was like, look, I want to be a wrestler. And he was like, oh, I don't know about wrestling. Maybe I'll just like make a place for you to wrestle. And I was like, yeah, okay. We just kind of like laughed it off. It felt like an idea. This was while we were deployed, so it just really felt like anything to kind of grasp at some hope, I suppose, So, I got out. I started training. He was still in. He had started training up too at the MCW training facility. And he's like, hey, I'm going to get my promoter's license. And I was like, no way. Wow. I was like, you're kidding. And he was like, yeah, I'll get it for DC. We'll get everything situated. And I was like, no, you're kidding. He showed me the design for the belt. And I was like, no, it was all happening. So that's kind of how everything started up. It was just really like an idea amongst friends. Wow. And to have this all finally like happening and like to hold it in my hand, you know what I mean? To travel all over with it. I'm hoping to travel all over the world with this once things open up. The UK,
wait a minute. Are you defending it? Or are you just traveling with it?
Yes. I defend. All competitors went on defending this all over the world.
Awesome. Another question. I remember, the first time I was in a magazine. It was a spread, and it had 4 characters on the top and it had 4 on the bottom, and one of those characters was G.I. Bro, and I was like, wow, I made my first magazine. I remember when I first got into PWI 500, I was so excited as an independent wrestler who no one really knew, but someone knew who I was. For you, I was doing some research. How does it feel to be one of the top 10 wrestlers of 2021?
Ooh, that's a good feeling. It's pretty validating. Every once in a while I'll feel like I'm on shaky ground, and some things will happen that'll kind of validate things. And I'll be like, okay, I'm not tripping. We're doing good, So to see that in like such a big publication, just like, wow, this is really happening. People are seeing this all over the world. I felt so like grassroots and so small, like, am I making a ripple? Does anybody care about what I'm doing? It felt like I was just screaming to my 30 followers at the time, you know what I mean? Yeah. And to just have something like this happen, it's like, all right, pretty good stuff.
It feels, I know exactly how you feel. I've been there. I've done that. And the first time I got that feeling, even right now, I got goosebumps just thinking about seeing G.I. Bro in Rogue's Gallery. You know, it was the beginning of something special. So I see your career being big. I always say, you know, when your name get there before you do, that's something that's very, very special. I'm calling you to get an interview. You didn't call me, you know, to come on the show. So that's just should tell you that you are doing the right thing and you are making the right moves. And more so than anything, what I've grasped from this conversation is that you love the game. You endure the journey more than anything, and do not ever lose that. I talk to young people and I tell them when they think about doing this for money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. So Trish Adora, I say keep doing what you do, and if you need any help from me ever, I'm just a Zoom call away. I'll definitely love to you know, work with you, you know, give you some expert tutelage, and see you on through that journey to the next level. What do you want to tell your fans before you get out of here today?
I really should thank you. Thank you so much to be on your publication. Thank you. I'm really honored. I'm trying not to, I'm trying to, keep things together, but I really, really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Your words, your time. I know your time is so valuable, so valuable. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all my fans for coming along on this journey. It's been so crazy, but we're just getting started. Things are just forming. I'm like so ambitious, and I finally feel like I have some of the means to be able to like live out my dreams. So it's gonna be cool.
Well, I tell you, it's only going to get bigger and better for you. And like I say, just a Zoom call away. Want to thank you for stepping inside to show it, opening up your heart, because I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it. It's all over your face. It's glowing. And that, for me, that means a lot. Again, I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, I want to thank you for being a part of the show today. Make sure you send me your comments. Let me know exactly what questions that you want me to ask the young future stars of the business. But before you get out of here, guys, check out the best of the indies.
And here we go with the high red district boomerang. Look like he's going to take a suplex. No, some kind of suplex off the top rope right there, but he breaks it. Big forearm there by Boomerang. One of the best high flyers in the world, all over the country. He goes out there, do that 450, 180 and a quarter splash off the top. He says a little prayer there before he does it this time. And he let, oh! Ouch! What the? Oh, no! He's down. That was a bet. He's got one. He's down. No. But he kicks out. He kicks out. He kicks out. Jump.